and he called me to his office to say that he was going to keep the diary and that I was in trouble. I got home and told it to my mother, who wasn't pleased, but she didn't got mad. The problem is that I told father about it. Oh boy. Oh, ooh. Oh no no. Today I was walking down the hallway and the guidance counselor, a commie, what the fuck, man? Fucking commie, calls me and says that he was going to talk to me about the incident at the third hour. I fucking hate him. The third hour came and he was on time. He got me in his office and said that it's against our moral code. Your teachers say that you often cross these lines, which is frankly not true. I'm always hiding my political and social views to my teachers. You know this is racism. You are a dumbass. Man, teachers are savage. You're gonna pay for this and similar shit. Finally, after 30 minutes of talking shit, he gave me a notice to my parents and said that they had to look at the code of my program because it was going against the basic rights of a human being. And if I don't, I mean, the fact that he didn't spell like ethnic right, isn't that a bigger crime? If I don't take the paper with my parents' signatures, I will be expelled. Ouch. So now I have to tell my father about this, and he's gonna get pissed. I am ready to commit a hate crime now. Feel like I got screwed really hard. I mean, like, look, I know that I've been saying you're like a Chad up until this point, but like at the same time, like it's pretty retarded. You know what I mean? Like, look, I think cool. 1721, 742, 728, but like, what the fuck? What the hell? So this is like all the music that apparently he like shares around. So like you got Split Gore. It's a gore grind metal split album made by Gorgasm, Hoffs, and the Noise Fuck Ritual. Sweet lord, what the hell did I just read? Dial Z for Zomies. Gore Industrial metal album. Oxygen Fat 666. Of course it's black metal. Come on now. Cemeterium, The Fall, The End. A funeral album? Alright. Nemesis Inferi, Sins of Eden. It's an Italian black metal album. This dude is like Roger fucking Ebert for scoring. It's like 1.5 out of 5. Like, there's nothing here that's like getting this dude's attention. Vacanze in Norvegia is an Italian black metal album that mocks Barzum's Philosium. I feel like this person is from Italy, by the way. I'm getting that vibe real quick, to be honest with you. You know what? Okay, look. We're gonna leave our boy alone. We read his diary. It's a fresh diary. I feel like I want to read more of this. Like there's like arcs to the story. Like you got the weeaboo arc, you got the cosplay story, you've got a little bit of fucking you fuck my ex-girlfriend bullshit story. I'm gonna chat it up nowadays. I'm gonna find new bitches. He's got stories of like getting 7 out of 10s on his like tests and going fuck yeah dude. And then like you've got this new arc where like daddy's gonna give a stern talking to because he fucking did something stupid in class. Like, there's a lot of arcs going around. I really like it. This might end up being my new favorite anime or something, so I'm going to keep it, and we're going to go somewhere else. So let's go to another site. Ted is the one god. I feel like I've seen this site before, but at the same time, like, this site has also been pretty updated, to be honest with you, because I see the date 2018 in there, so it proves that there's something. Now look, I'm not here to argue religion with any of you, so please don't turn the comment section to a religious turf war. Ted claims to be the one god, so I guess we'll give the benefit of the doubt here. Now, you can find Ted on the internet at tedisonegod.net. Alright, email, I feel like Ted would like an email. Fuck, why not? Hours, Sunday, Sabbath, 24/7, open 7 days a week, on internet, never closed and constantly open. We are open to in public domain to open content. So this is Ted's website, tedistheonegod.net. First of all, this is like baby's first HTML. Let's be fucking real here. Like, you can barely read this shit. It's like hurting my eyes. But, anyways, let's go down, please. So, it's amazing to see that Temple Teats Offerings donation. Yep, Ted, you are in line with quite a lot of religions on the planet. Now, Ted is using a JPEG that is giving Minecraft voxels a run for its money. Ted is the onegod.net. For Ted Infinite of all directions, if infinite or not, of Tooniverse, and Talaxy, and heaven and earth. Alright, Ted. Alright. Well, Ted looks like the Trapper from Red Dead. I'm going to give you that much. Now, Ted has donations. He has offerings. And then productions. A lot of these look like you took Microsoft clip art and gave it, you know, the almighty. We're going to look at the productions Ted has made. So production-wise, Ted has created Homeless, the official trailer. Production, Homeless, release version. Homeless trailer. It's interesting that he has like 2 trailers for this Homeless project that has fucking Ariel. Like, what come on, Ted, the drop shadow isn't even right on this. What are you doing? What's wrong with you? Now, he's got about a 1 penny trailer, but like, why the fuck would you get the penny trailer when you got a free trailer right there? Homeless, announcement, version 1.21. And may I say, this is the first time I've ever seen media productions go with like software version number schemes. Like, what? Come on, Ted. But apparently this is Homeless. I'm going to open up the Homeless for a second. That's $9. What is this about, though? Homeless. Production happens to be about homeless. Well, I didn't fucking expect it to be about Black Matter, did I? Description. This happens to be in the public domain to open content. This happens to be closed content. What? This happens... No, okay, not in the public domain. Closed content to sell, not free. Okay, obviously it's not free. That's why you're charging $9. But you haven't really given a description. Like, aside from homeless people, that's it. Like, what do you do? Is this fucking bum fights again? Like, who here remembers bum fights from back in the day, man? When, like, they used to record people fighting on the street for, like, pennies and shit. It was like, messed up, but, you know, it is what it is. Donations. Okay, let's go to donations. He has, like, $1,000? $1,000, Ted? You want a fucking grand? All right, okay, Ted, I will give you 1,000 US. I promise you, okay? I have my wallet like right here. I will give you 1,000 if you can get some proper HTML up in this bitch, because this looks like baby's first product. Let me tell you. I feel like Ted will do it, and I am out of $1,000. But you know what? I'm gonna stake a grand on it. Fuck it. You've got offerings, Teeds. Man, Ted is an expensive guy. $1,000? 1,000? Get out of here. Now you got bestsellers. Of course the bestseller is like $0. A penny. I refuse to fucking believe the donations ever got 1,000. Come on, Ted, now let's be serious here. About a coming of God and the Creator and the Lord and the King of all things and the I Am. This is totally, like, this is without a doubt a parody. Like, there's no way Ted is fucking real. But let's go to like headline news. So this is like from 2018. And yeah, let's open that up. Let's open this up. And what is about Samantha? I might as well see that, right? Like, might as well. So going into like 9/26/2018. Now another so big bundle file to download. Disclaimer, Ted. Now for all hell, evil, earth music and music videos and music. You're making music videos now. If you can get Gucci Mane in your music videos, I'm all fucking down. Now he's got like these bundle files, and no, I'm not downloading any of these. Now, this is 300 gigabytes of bundle files of coming of 300 gigs? Oh, my lord. 300 gigs? What are you telling me? Ted, last night for sure did catch many things to fall. Ted did catch highest of Zos Parliament honorably discharging from extreme spaceships, ray weaponing furcies. About 9 billion of 10 billion, and primarily were spaceship people, not fursies, to all minimum, were fallen all highest of Zos Parliaments, about 1,000 highest of Zos to death minimum into the worst hells. I don't understand this, okay? Don't look at me like I know what I'm talking about. I'm confused as you are. What is this? What am I looking at? There are now 100 trillion extra deep undersurface things did gain Ted, and 2 about 100 trillion submarines, and 2 about 10,000 trillion spaceships, and so many computers, and so many other things. There's gotta be like an acid trip somewhere, dude. Ted did pay much money. Ted did pay. Ted has to pay. We think about now many did not, and do not, and are not even to like extreme spaceships ray weaponing. We think so many want to stop it still now. Ted has to do it. Ted did forbid it a couple times. Can never even be inside spiritually of any people and or any animal. It's just, he's creeping on a girl. She's on meth. This girl is on meth. He is showing me a meth-addicted prostitute. I'm done. I'm backing out. Tap out. Tap out. We're going somewhere else. And we got a 3-minute video for the Dank Web today, ladies and gentlemen. Quite a lengthy video, I might add, actually. Normally we don't get memes this long, but let's just sit back, relax, hit play. Now we've got a video over here that like I don't know, like you can count the pixels, all right? So I don't expect the.
By the way, for all you getting in the New Year's resolution special package that I'm doing now, I'm gonna give you a free.
Highest quality of videos, but I certainly didn't expect low quality like this. So let's play and see where we're at. It seems like that was actually in effect. So okay, we're going through. First of all, the audio is just like iffy as shit. Like Christ. It's like old timey stuff, man. It's like it's dingy as shit. Oh. Oh, dude, this is the fuck, what is the normal porn for normal people creepypasta? Shit. Yo, it's been like fucking years since I've seen this. Oh my god. Yeah, so this video is like weird. So basically it's this girl who's got like mask on and she's like force feeding her ass. Look at that. Like she can't put the bread through the hole, obviously, so it's just like it's gone. Oh god. Ugh. Ugh, this weirds me out. It's so dingy looking. Christ. It's just it's like if you can see like it's just, it like you zoom in, and I believe towards the end of it, some dude shows up like here she's like failing at it, and like she keeps trying to grab the bread and stuff. So basically, the logic of this is that there's a website called Normal Porn for Normal People, where like they had videos like this constantly uploaded the entire time. So this is, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, like I think this is like Shack or something like that. Like they came with like these one word names like Shack dot AVI or MP4 or fucking MOV or something like that. And the more and more you go through with this, the more and more she's trying to like eat and shit, and that's about it. But obviously, we're not going to view the whole thing. Like you go further and further and further, and then it's just panning the camera around. And at some point, you're going to get like a jump cut or something, where if we can look around over here, they like pan the camera to the right, and the more and more they keep it to the right. So by the way, you can see that they got like VHS effects, like old timey like Super 8 effects, like tossed into it. It's all post production. This is stuff you can do on like After Effects or Premiere with like some overlay mask. And then you zoom out and you go back and like she's made basically a clusterfuck out of the bread, and there's this dude standing behind her like all muscular and shit, by the way, with the mask on, looks down right at her, and that's it. The video just ends. That's the fucking it. And then like they would have the Need for Normalcy project thing right at the end of it. So this is like an exact video that I actually remember. I remember this video wholeheartedly from when I did the normal porn for normal people creepypasta. And I didn't show the video at the time, right? But I mean, I guess things do come back in a circular fashion. So nothing more to the video. I mean, you got the voiceover in the background, but like that voiceover, like you have to have the context of the whole normal porn for normal people creepypasta. That's honestly like a creepypasta. I have to go back and like not remaster, but we're gonna like look into that creepypasta again because it's not even haunted gaming. It's just like a really nice part of the internet, truth be told. But like the further you go into it, like it's just her eating the bread, pans around. I mean, it's a dingy looking place. Like it's the place is dingy as shit, and that's I guess sort of the charm of it. And it's shot really well, by the way, like very well. And all that really changes is the camera pans, of course, right over here, and of course all the effects are post production for sure. You go all the way back over here, and again, it's just this guy. That's it. He's trying to eat bread and forces it. I don't remember what the other ones necessarily were, but I know Shack dot AVI because this is like the landmark video that everyone uses when they talk about normal porn for normal people. But you know what? That's all it is, man. We came back to a creepypasta hardcore, so this is a genuinely weird video. Like when you record at 3 in the morning and like you're fucking like it's just off putting, dude. But yeah, man. Let's let's back out and just fucking go somewhere else, dude. Christ. Buy a mystery box today. All right, man. Okay, mystery boxes, deep web stuff has kicked up again. I guess this is the new Hitman shit. Who really knows at this point, right? I wish I knew. I wish I cared enough to know, ladies and gentlemen. But apparently, deep web mystery boxes are still a thing. Now here you can buy a mystery box starting at like $150 with free shipping worldwide. Paying with Bitcoin. Okay, all right. Yeah, of course, dude. So let's look at buy first mystery box for 150, okay? Buy 300, 450, 900. Okay, so we do a jump right up there. Then 1,000, all right? Then we get 1,000. All right? Buy the 6th mystery box for 2,000 and buy a mega mystery box for 5,000 fucking dollars. Are you like somebody's gonna fall for this, and they're gonna be out like $5,000, and yeah, I'm gonna laugh. I actually will laugh. Like at this point, I have no sympathy for falling for this. Like, this is the most bootleg level site. You go to the contact us here page, and they have like no contact information. It's not like you're gonna get a refund, people. So fuck contacting them. Like, you come on now. Let's be real here. So here it is when you go and buy the thing. Like it says to complete an order. To complete the order, send exactly 0.8 BTC or $5,000 to the. I clicked the 5,000 option, by the way, to this Bitcoin address, and you've got a Bitcoin address right here. After payment, send your Bitcoin address and the transaction ID to this email, and the email include the address to which the goods must be sent. After confirming your payment, we will send you the delivery immediately. Delivery is in 3 to 4 days. All right, so you're getting the Deep Web Prime service, I guess you could say. All right. Oh, I got a text. Hold on. What is that? What is the text from, by the way? Oh yeah, the bullshit fairy. Yeah, she says this is nonsense. But yeah, anyways. So is this real? You might wonder. You know, there's a lot of people who fall for this, and I'm gonna say it a million times, no. But look, I know how the internet works. Nobody's gonna fucking believe me when I tell you that. So all I can really say is no. But if someone you know ended up buying something like this, tell them they're not getting their money back, and to use that loss of funds as a kick in the teeth that tells them, next time, I won't fall for that Nigerian prince that's sending me $10 million if I just send 300 back. Just saying. But that being said, we're going to stop, and we're going to go somewhere else. And ladies and gentlemen, it seems like we have possessed our access into our first Deep Web Flash game. Now, it's not the first Deep Web Flash game, but apparently somebody linked Run Into Death. So I figured in the middle of browsing interesting websites this week, which there actually has been a lot of, we're going to look into Run Into Death and see where we can go from here. So one interesting thing about this is that if you go hit next, it actually asks you about your canvas data, which is something you shouldn't share, because let's assume that you're on like a weird resolution. Sometimes you will be, sometimes you won't. If you're on a VM, chances are you probably will be, just because it's in a window. People can use that to identify you on other web pages. Now, this game is like a zombie. You know what it is? You guys ever play that game on the phone? What is it? It's like the one where you run forward and like through like a field, and like you have to dodge the zombies. But here you've got a game where it's like a general little flash game where you have to shoot the zombies, and none of it's really difficult. As you can see, the mouse graphics are non-existent. Like what the hell? The frame rate is garbage. Like, the frame rate is absolutely terrible on this game, and it's not the VM. It's just like, I would assume it's a poorly made flash game. So all it is really just shooting a bunch of enemies and moving up a level. I mean, once you've played like the Last Stand Flash games on like mini clips, nothing comes in comparison. But yeah, I guess we got our first Deep Web Flash game. Now, why this has to be on the Deep Web is a little interesting. But the fact that it asked you for canvas data is just a little too sus on my part, just saying. But other than that, guys, there's not much to this Flash game. But it weirds me out why it exists in such a way. So what I'm going to do, reload that. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to view its page source. So while the zombies can, I guess, ultimately kill me, I don't really care too much. I want to try to see if I can view some form of page source. So let me actually check this real quick. I believe it's Windows key U or Command U. Yeah, here we go, page source. So hold on, first of all, I'm going to have to mute that. Oh, what the fuck? that was this spooky little. Okay, sure, buddy. All right, so one thing we're gonna look at real quick is just this page source. I want to see if anything in this is like abnormally weird, because like, look, I'm not gonna like be a conspiracy theorist out of everything, but like today I saw like a dog like sale website, and now I'm seeing a Flash game. The TED stuff was pretty weird, I'll give it that, but like I just want to see if there's anything weird about this Flash game. Just Just quickly over here, no, nothing here seems too terribly out of the ordinary. It's just Chrome for Android, full screen mode on iOS devices, so they got Apple meta tags. They've got, okay, all right, fair enough. Canvas, pages loads faster with scripts. Okay, okay, it's just commented code. Yeah, there's nothing in this that comes out as really weird. So yeah, it's literally just some Flash game that got like I guess re-uploaded. Like the SWF got re-uploaded to like a separate page, and that's just it. This game probably exists somewhere else, but like, yeah, somebody just uploaded like a Flash game to the deep web. So congratulations, I got a record of 25. What's the highest record you can get? I assume. that if you can, yeah, old record 4, if you can actually use.
It's not just the name of your business.
Oh, that looks...
Hello guys and gals, me Mutahar, and welcome to another episode of Deep Web Browsing, Dark Web Browsing, Dank Web Browsing, the part of the week where we take a look at the danker side of the internet. Now, as always, the theme is random, and frankly we're at that time of the night where the Rice Around Rice Street has definitely revved this vehicle enough. Hopefully by the time I come back, and throughout the entire recording I don't have to hear a vehicle anymore, a certain Civic, if you will. So that being said, let's go to our very first website. People often think I'm tilted because of that guy, you know, that rezzed around my streets, but you'd be annoyed too if you had some dude with a car that sounded like it was about to blow the fuck up, right? But this is Mars Alive. Alright, now first off, I gotta tell you here, Mars Alive has a YouTube channel that you can actually, if I can just open it up, to be honest with you, does exist, so I feel like we should owe it some credit to actually check out what the Mars Alive YouTube channel looks like, right? So give it a second to load. It's a channel with about 5,000 subscribers over here, and they cover a lot of things. And at one point, they actually had a little viral video that went off too. So let me actually get rid of it. Let me just pause it. Pause it, please. They had a viral video actually. Insect spotted walking on surface of Mars. Yeah, I'd click on that too. Car on Mars. All right, dude. All right. So let's go to the video section real quick. Are they an active channel by any means? Are they still posting videos? Because I would be all down into it to post. Oh, 1 week ago they were posting videos. NASA creating fake sandstorms, the Wicked Witch of the Mars, hashtag Halloween, hashtag witch, ET phone home. Look, if you're gonna name it like that, it sounds like a parody. But let's go down into it, okay? So Mars Alive, cover up of life on Mars. Okay, I definitely want to read more, and I would like to read about the Wicked Witch of the Mars. because that sounds like it's great. Now, this is apparently the award of the Top 25 Planet blog. I don't know if Earth won the award for Top 25 Planets. If we just gave ourselves the award, seems a little bit rude, but who am I to judge, right? Supported by donating, why not? All right, you got a Facebook page. It's nice little link to it. Structures, buildings, the extreme measures NASA takes to cover up things they don't want us to see. Yeah, wake up, sheeple. Huge entrance inside crater on Mars. Home sweet Mars. Oh, man, dude. All right, let's open up some of the NASA covers, because I would like to read the fucking cover-ups that NASA is doing, fucking NASA, dude, getting away with all this shit, dude. Get out of here, NASA. What's wrong with you? All right, let's go down to the cover-up of life, okay? So right over here, we've got one delivered to us. In this image from Curiosity rover, we can see two different types of life forms on Mars. Many of these beings live underground. When they hear the rover approaching, they pop their heads out of their underground homes to investigate. NASA adds fake sand up to their necks and adds the fake yellowish color tint on top to make it all look like rocks laying around on the surface of Mars. One of NASA...
If you're really struggling and want the best New Year's resolution, make it around your income, and here's why. Even though I said there's 4 pillars of the good life: health, wealth, love, happiness. One of them is kind of the domino. It's the catalyst that fixes all of them. Now, some people might say, well, Ty, improving your income.
NASA's jobs, I believe, is to find life on other planets. It would be so counterintuitive if they were photoshopping the thing. I'm pretty sure experts who do photo for a living would have been able to tell Photoshop pictures. NASA's not that fucking good where they can hide that shit immediately. So over here, as you can see, what the fuck? They don't even get out of here. Image raw from NASA. All right, that's a raw image from NASA. So apparently, you see this like Gorilla Alf looking motherfucker. All right, and you got this like Argonian in the ground, I guess. It's what it is. What do you want me to say? Okay, it's what it is. All right, Jesus Christ. Now, there's no comments that are given out over here. I assume the website isn't as active. But let's go to like the Wicked Witch of Mars. Okay, so over here you can even see the smile right there. You see that? You see the two Photoshop lens flared eye. This is the parody, dude. Come on, that's a parody. The Wicked Witch of the Mars. The image is from Curiosity rover, as always. And NASA always adds a fake yellowish color tint on top of all their image. I don't know, fucking NASA was run by Samsung, dude. So that everything blends in as part of the environment. So that nothing out of the ordinary stands out. Take a look at this face. The being looks like a clown, or a very wicked witch. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. That's a Wicked Witch of Mars. I don't know where you're getting clown from. All right. I don't see the clown in here. One of the main reasons why NASA covers up all signs of life is because many of these life forms are very scary looking. People would surely panic here on Earth knowing what is really out there. I don't know, man. Earthlings panic over the stupidest shit ever, dude. You take pumpkin spice lattes out of Starbucks out of season and they all lose their minds. Jokes aside. For more details on the Mars anomaly, click play. So they got like entire fucking YouTube videos on it. All right, you go over here, that's like, I guess that, you could take any photo and say, I see a face in it, or, I see Illuminati somewhere. Like, you have to, like, go there and, like, zoom in, like, fucking hardcore into that shit to find out. Like, come on, at some point, you have to, like, stop, okay? At some point, you have to chill out on it. And nobody's commented on it yet, which kind of fucking sucks. But this is the extreme measures NASA takes to cover up things. Okay, I want to see this. So the extreme stuff, right? So NASA adds a fake yellowish color tint on all of its photos. Again, blah, blah, blah. They often create the illusion of an intense sandstorm in the distance background. By enhancing the image, it almost looks like there could be some type of vegetation or trees up in the distance backgrounds. But we can also see what looks like a square structure and pipes, a possible machine for extracting resources. If America couldn't find enough resources on Earth, they'll invade other planets, right? Jokes, ladies and gentlemen. Jokes. But hopefully that's how it works, dude. It wouldn't be too far from the truth, man. Come on now. Come on, man. If there was oil on Mars, you bet your ass we'd be on it, let me tell you. But anyways, you know what? They're basically mini articles, I guess. They're not like super long or anything. It's just That's just all it is, man. Like it's just articles on NASA being a fucking lying piece of shit. Now I got to ask you the question: do you think NASA is a lying piece of shit? Because if you think NASA's a lying piece of shit, then maybe they fucking are. Okay, I'm not here to disprove or prove something. Okay, again, I'm just an Indian Canadian guy on the internet. I don't give a fuck if NASA's hiding things or if they're not. Okay, because I'm probably never going to see the moon in my life anyways. Maybe one day, I don't know. But I'm always one of those people that wonders why hide stuff, even if they're scary looking. Like, we've seen scarier than that. Okay, if I saw that picture as a reality, I might giggle a little bit. That wouldn't scare me. But even if the photos are edited, how do you find unedited photos, right? Like, it's just weird. Do you get like it's a confusing set of situations. But like I said, I'm gonna back out of this. That was that was Mars Alive. So go sub to their channel if you're into seeing the. At least it's not fucking stupid. Even if it's a joke or if it's real, I'll give props on actually giving a shit about it enough to cover it like this. So let's go somewhere else. How to buy liquor. All right, dude. Didn't know we reached a point where I had to learn how to buy my fucking booze. First of all, this is for all those real partiers out there that don't live, breathe, eat, and shop on their computers. Because yes, there's a world outside your bedroom, but Amazon's so fucking easy, dude. Anyways, number one, okay, so here's what alcohol can do. The best things in life is liquor. Number one, it can impress the women, okay? Number two, it gets you flogged, or it helps the women get flogged. Help you take advantage. That's a very weird point to put. I'm taking it out of context so bad. Help you take advantage of the situation. Oh, come on, man. Come on. You don't got to Bill Cosby this. Jesus. We do not condone what this does not represent our views. There we go. That's all I can do it for you. And you know what it can do for you? Let's examine how you can get it. Liquor, that is. Well, first of all, if you look about 12 to 14 years old, you're screwed because they're going to kick you out as soon as you come in. Yeah, it's true. I have several tested methods and the tips that have worked for me, and it will work for you if mastered. This dude's a fucking Chad. Well, you must, okay, so you got to pick a store to buy your shit at. Well, try to stay away from the big chains like Liquors R Us and MGM Liquor Warehouse. Yeah, obviously, just stay the fuck away from the chain of liquor stores. They usually have some type of system set up where someone watches the door, and as soon as you have walked in, the manager of the store says you got ID. Well, that ain't too cool, making friends with the manager so quickly. Pick a store that is all alone, that looks like it's hurting for cash and needs some money no matter who it is, from even a kid. So basically go to like some down and out fucking plaza somewhere, right? Maps and shit. Before you enter your victim's store, I'm not calling it a victim, like, I mean, yeah, if they sell you alcohol like underage, yeah, they're gonna be destroyed by the government. But when you enter the victim store, make sure you know where the liquor is and how much you're gonna get. Buying mass quantities of liquor is bad. Get out of here, man. Me and Kyle buy so much booze when we get together. Say you want to get toasted, and so you just get a 12 or a 24. Never try something like 2 cases, because the more you buy, the more at risk you are of getting ID'd. So look over here. So they got a fucking logarithmic graph, dude. This guy brought out the TI-83 for this shit. fucking enter the function, dude. Jesus Christ. Y equals X. So one... There's a 0 to like 10% chance? Okay, sure. Buying like one fucking Bud Light isn't going to get you in shit. Buying 7 bottles of Everclear, you're at like 95 to 100% chance. Okay. All right. So here's the tricks. The casual. Well, first of all, you're going to go in there and be cool and casual and easygoing guy. Remember this? So you go in and know where the shit is. You cruise over to it and pick it up like a fucking man, like a Chad. Carry it over to the counter, plop it down, and this is where you start to shake and shit. So remember, calm is a buy. Crazed is an ID check. So he should say, this is this much, give him the money, preferably from a wallet. No, don't break out a wallet, dude. He's going to be like, oh, you got ID in there? You got ID in the fucking wallet? Like, you're going to get fucked. Use a fucking, just take out a card or something, okay? There you go. And if he makes too much trouble, you're like, dude, I'm not going to go back to my car to get my fucking ID, okay? So you either give me my alcohol, or I can fuck off and go to another store. There you go. Easy deflection. God, man, people are fucking out of their minds. So anyway, do not buy alcohol if you're underage. I do not condone that at all. I'm just saying, this file needs a little bit of fucking work done onto it, just saying. But the big brother. This really takes no brains, but shit, if you got an older brother, use it. Okay, yeah. If your older brother will buy you booze, which you fucking shouldn't buy booze for your younger siblings, I mean, he's not wrong. So the wait, okay. This type of buy is a little different. Wait for some cool person like a legal college kid to come by and ask him, hey man, could you pick me up this for an extra $3 to $5? Like, if you're gonna give him $5, get at least 2 cases of beer. Remember, wait for a cool looking person. Do not approach him right in front of the store. Come up to him, and as soon as he gets out of his car, make sure he's out of the store's view. Give him the money for the liquor and the cash for his profit. And get his license plate, just in case the fucker decides to cruise on you. Well, if that happens, well then call the cops, say you were near a store and the fucker hit you. You weren't injured, but knocked the wind out of you and got his plate. They'll put an APB out on him, and once they catch up, they will fuck him up on a hit-and-run charge. Then fuck him up. He will regret he took your $10 for as a Scott Tenorman shit, dude. Yeah, fuck that guy. Okay, he's gonna steal your money? Don't do any of this, okay? Christ, I shouldn't be saying any. Stop, Muda. Be a good role model. But this rarely happens, so you really don't have to worry about it. If you can get someone to buy for you, you have it in the bag. You got the liquor for sure. Okay, all right. The little kitty. Have your kid brother and sister go in, give the cashier a note that you wrote saying, please let my son or daughter get a 12-pack beer.
I got the keys right here, but you know what? You get a car, and you get a car, and you get a Rolls Royce. Give a man a fish, feed him for a day, teach a man to fish, feed him for a lifetime. These are actually 18 of my top students from this year.
Ty was able
for me, signed Bullshit Master. That might do it, but remember, you can only do this while the little kiddies know what the hell the difference is between a liquor store and a ceramic tile place. This sometimes has worked, just makes no, it doesn't work. It does not work at all, because you would have to be a fucktarded place to let that happen. The raid. Another raid is to raid the fucking supply truck as they're unloading it. They will bring in 3 to 4 huge cases of liquor into the store at a time. While they are inside stacking the liquor, you hop in the back of the truck and get a case of the good old times and haul ass back to some bushes or somewhere, so you can stash the shit until it is able to be transported to safety. Okay, so yeah, basically steal shit. Yeah, that's not... Don't do that. Also, liquor stores have cool shit throwaways. Go trashing in their garbage, but wear gloves for broken glass. I've gotten pretty wicked life-size cardboard cutouts of Elvira and Spuds Spuds McKenzie, dude. Fake IDs. I got a fake ID. I paid some person at my state's Department of Transportation to make me a fake license for $50. $50 for a fake ID? Yeah, man, it's really gonna work, dude. I suggest you go buy a circus magazine or Hit Parader. For these magazines have numerous fake ID applications, so they just say, get ID, send in your state and name and age, and we'll print a legal ID for you. Well, the catch is you send in $6, but yes, even these crude representations of IDs will work for the stupid stone cashier of the liquor store. Actually, I had a family friend who had like a fucking Turkish driver license. They made like a fake Turkish ID, and they just showed it at the liquor store and it worked, right? Like the biggest problem they have is like trying to find like a DOB on it, and they're able to just point it out. They let you have it, man. Like actually, that's so true. Like if you get like if you look like slightly foreign, like I mean, I could probably pass with having like a fucking Mexican license or something, like an Indian license or some bullshit like that. Not that I need to, because I'm of legal age and I should be buying things like this, you know, because I am of legal age. But like, yeah, if you have like a foreign license, that shit could pass, man. That shit could fucking work. Fake IDs, okay, quotations. Here's some quotations we use and very effective in using the ID. Okay, so if you have any ID, no, I left it out in the car. No, I don't have any on me. Well, god damn it, I don't. I lost it at a party. No, I don't have it, and you give me any of this ID shit, I always buy my beer. Oh my god. Fuck you then, asshole. I'm never coming here again. Yeah? Disclaimer, I take no responsibility if you fry your liver because of this, or if you get any Susie down the block pregnant. Meanwhile, get drunk and... Oh my god, dude. Oh my... This file was inspired by a little kid who asked me to buy for him. Well, here's looking at you, kid. Bottoms up. Look for the... Oh, come on. You bought the little kid booze? Jesus, fuck, dude. Don't, dude, no. No, you asked me, I would never buy... Like, I wouldn't buy anybody under the age fucking booze like that, man. That's fucked up, dude. That's just not legal, man. You don't fucking do that. You don't give somebody under fucking 19 booze. And yes, 19 is the legal age in Canada, so I'm going to use fucking 19. 18 if you live in like the Frenchy parts of Canada, not 21 like the fucking States. But that being said, I'm gonna back out of this. All right, don't buy booze until you're legal, and don't be buying booze for people who aren't legal enough to buy booze. That's Muda's life tip of the day. Let's go somewhere else. Okay, so this is deepwebjobs.onion. Work in the deep web, get paid in bitcoins. Fairly simple concept. All right, a lot of people are like, man, how do I make money off this shit? Well, okay. Now this site is, again, fairly simple. You know, first things first, let me actually view a page source, see if something isn't fucking hidden inside it. Nope, it is a pretty simple job, but let's go look into this. Do you want to work in the deep web? So we have high salaries paid daily. All right, do they now? While they only have one fucking job listing. So work, mail support, commercial. I do love commercial jobs, man. Now, description, you have to answer about 150 mails daily, trying to sell our products. If you don't sell, you're out. Damn. We have no having moral issues is required. We are looking for someone with loquacity, high English level, and capable of cheat people. All right, so basically those Microsoft tech support agents from Ohio, giving me a call every now and then. You know, let me know in the comment section below if you want me to call a Microsoft support agent in Redmond, Washington. Man, itna maza aayega mujhe karne mein. If you are really good, we'll pay you a lot. Okay, how much? More than $15 a day? Motherfucker, that's some high salary, my asshole. It's like, it's a fucking, what are you, retarded? All right, I love how it's a day, so even if you work like 8 hours a day, good luck, motherfucker, you only made $15. So $5 a day is the test phase. Oh man, a whole $5. $5. 4 hours a day? 4 hours for $5 dollars? You could kiss my ass cheeks, motherfucker. Lick my asshole. Get out of here. $15 a day if you do it good. Oh wow, $15 whole dollars a day. Hey man, maybe I'll be able to get some nice fucking lunch. You know, maybe I'll get a coffee. Spend like what? If I spend like what? 10% of my paycheck on fucking drink? Dude, get out of here. You suck dick. That's a terrible pay. There's no scams. The whole thing is a scam. Contact the website. Get out of here. This is why you can't take like sites like this seriously, man. Because like, look at these prices. Who the fuck is willing to work 15 fucking dolans a day? That's a terrible sum to be giving your employee. That's awful. All right, so you know the biggest problem with the site is that you want to work in the deep web. Okay, maybe somebody does. Pay high salaries daily. Now you're getting them enticed. Okay, then you literally clickbait them in the same HTML script. All right, and then I refreshed the page. That is the only job posted. Nobody is taking it, and nobody is ever going to take it. Because if you're willing to work 4 hours a day for $15, okay, that's low no matter where you fucking live, dude. All right, 150 mails a day? All right, Jesus Christ. That's fucking ass. Let's go somewhere else. Fucking John Titor, dude. How would you introduce yourself if you were a time traveler? John Titor began his mission in machines, straight up. So we know who John Titor is, the guy who basically came back from time, gave us glimpses of the future, which some of them, I guess, kind of came out true if you were willing to stretch your imagination. Most of them, however, didn't. But John Titor began with a mission in machines, straight up. At first you think, sure. But then a close look at the design suggests it might have been possible. If the things some physicists believe about the relationship between time and gravity in the vicinities of singularities are true. Alright, so basically John posted, I'm a time traveler from the year 2036, on my way from getting an IBM 5100 computer system from the year 1975. My time station is a stationary mass temporal displacement unit manufactured by General Electric. The unit is powered by two topspin dual positive singularities that produce a standard offset Tipler sinusoid. I'll be happy to post pictures of the unit. So basically, from the year in the future, this guy has some time gravity displacement device that I guess if you wanted to really stretch the minds or look into the, I guess if you wanted to like really, I guess if you wanted to look at what is that called, fringe physicism, fringe physics, maybe it makes sense. But for me, I'm going to sit there and be like, I don't know. While none of the individual's images are so compelling as to establish Titor's veracity beyond a doubt, together you do make a compelling argument that the possibility should be considered. Okay, all right. Otherwise, the dude went through an awful lot of trouble to pull off a hoax, which, you know what? If it is a hoax, good job for them because they made a pretty almost hoax. But here's like the device that apparently they can use to come back from. This is a time displacement unit. Kind of getting some Death Stranding vibes. And that's from March 21st, 2034. So you can see it's well into the future, well beyond our time right now. Over a decade. But scan the technical manual. Looks like there might be a scan or a photocopy of a printed copy, which would produce pretty terribly like this. And then the more and more you go down to it, okay, this is like I guess what it's doing is this is the device and how it's affecting gravity in relation to what's around it. So like this would be the device, and no, I'm not a physicist or anything, but I assume a physicist could look at this and say, this is what it's doing to the gravity field around it. And I guess by affecting the field of gravity, you effectively change how time is reproduced around your area, so you may be able to go into the future or the past, depending on how things go. But going down over here, all right, they've got an actual, I guess, diagram of how the thing works, all right? So I guess that's like a battery and all that good stuff. But right over here, they've got singularity cooling housings, gravity sensor units, battery supply, singularity drive housing, singularity magnetic field coil, magnetic field generator, electron mass injector manifold, electron regulator, electron generator. And that's the actual device from the outside, right? Although the documents printed were from a computer printer, it's really hard to believe that manual typing is just a bit more common in 30 years. After the war, many things like manual printing machines, bicycles, sailboats, and hand tools were valued a great deal. I've noticed more people in California are installing wood-burning stoves. So this is what John wrote, right, from the future. I realize my claims are a bit ridiculous, but my intent is not really to be believed. However, if I have an opportunity to talk to a time traveler, I might ask questions like, how exactly does a singularity sensor measure the expansion of inner event horizon? Or why does the reality of multiple worlds support the religious dogma that there are no good or bad people, just good and bad decisions of what were the political motivations that changed the U.S. Constitution? So we're going like everywhere. And right over here you can see like this this chat log, obviously done over on like MIRC. So Time Travel 0 is John, and then you've got Yarisa and Wormkin37, who are like other people, right? And they're talking about, you know, if you encounter a black hole that's spinning, has an electrified field, you will not be killed passing through its massive gravitational fields. And then, okay, no, I'm hooked. It's just the omega point theory. So yeah, basically they're talking about the whole time travel deal, right? And this device that they have. Now, of course, the device's reality is still obviously up for debate, but the situation is that it could be a thing, right? Like, if you look into the very fringe signs of it. Now, apparently, John, I believe, was part of a... This is all sounding like fucking Death Stranding all of a sudden, dude. This is like Kojima's fucking plan. That's weird, dude. So this is from John, right? This picture's taken in the fall of 2035 during my training. I don't know why the camera quality is that of 2001, when by 2035 we should probably have DSLR level tech or above in our modern day smartphones. I don't know. But it shows my instructor beaming a handheld laser outside the vehicle during operation. So basically, this is a photo from the future. Photo of the unit in a vehicle. This appears to not be a Corvette. John mentioned somewhere that he swapped the Corvette for a truck. That looks like a shotgun in the front center. All right, so they appeared to have a weapon. Second photo of the unit in the track, paint colors match, padded cushion, blah, blah, blah. Third photo of the unit in the truck. So they're basically recreating Back to the Future, kind of. The several objects in the foreground appear to have not been moved, but the light is different, as if this photo was taken at a different time during the day. There's a red glow reflecting off the instruction label, which could possibly be an indicator lamp. Could the unit be turned on? Possibly it is in some kind of testing or maintenance mode. And maybe it's reflecting light from outside the vehicle. All right. Now, this is John's, like, military or, like, group insignia. I guess it looks interesting. All right. It's just a logo. And that's where we go down to. And then you got some mathematical stuff mentioned, like the lens throwing effect, all that. But, yeah, that's John Titor's time machine, all right, that he used to apparently come back from the 2030s. Now, whether that was real, I'm going to make an educated guess and say, obviously, it seems to be a hoax, right? I mean, just if you looked at the photos that were taken anyways, right? Like, by that year, they should have obviously had proper grade tech in their devices, right? And a lot of John's foreshadowing of the future did turn out to be a little wrong, right? Like, at this point in 2015, we should have had some grandiose war, which we didn't. But, you know, does time travel seem like a real thing for me? Maybe. I can't say for certain it is or it isn't, but, like, the idea of going back in time seems so weird to me, to, like, go back and be somewhere where you're logically not supposed to be. Because if you think of going back in time, we would have definitely had more time travelers, right? If the technology was maybe even so mainstream as this. Or going into the future where it's like, how do you go to an event that I guess technically didn't happen? What would it be changed? I mean, there's so much to think about that'll make your head hurt in the process. So for that being said, let's go back out and hit up something a little more understandable for us, at least. So this video is a little bit of interesting. It comes a little bit of context as well before I have to play it for you. Now, usually when we come around these videos on the internet, we have to sort of find them, archive them, and catalog them, and show them basically throughout each and every video, right? Because obviously that's just how the system sort of works. Now, this video is interesting because I've had it here for a bit. I found it just off of like some file server. That's about it. So this video is one that I'm going to give a little bit of context before we begin with. Usually we have like these archived for every single episode that we go into. Now, this one, usually I hide the name, but this one is called God Hates Bob Hickman, right? And something about betrays and all that kind of stuff. Now, this video was on the sort of back burner and everything, but this was actually brought to me. Me and Nexpo, Nightmare Expo, were talking, and he shot me this, and it was something that I recalled. Now, we're going to watch this video. There's some context that I have to give behind it, but it's about a 2-minute and 4-second video, so we're going to hit play and just get out of it over here. It's a little, I want to say kind of uncomfortable. Let's hit play and see what it's about.
God entered into my body like a body my same size, like me floating into you floating into me. It's the Holy Ghost baptism, Acts 2:38 in the Bible. I'm in fellowship with the Father, which means staying in vision, seeing non-stop vision.
All right, so basically, if you could, for those of you who wanted to get the play-by-play on it, basically God came up into a vision in front of him, like an actual physical person, his size, same body type, all that, and started talking. And yeah, that's okay.
He inside of me can move my arms, legs, mouth, just like I can. I want
God possessed him?
a chance to introduce himself to you and see what you think. Let's see what the Lord has to say. Here's what Jesus said. He said, tell them now, hear the word of the Lord. Donald Trump is my chosen leader for the world.
Donald Trump is the chosen leader for the world. You get that? Trump is approved by Jesus. Now, I gotta say this video, it looks like it was recorded in like fucking 2005, man. Like the video quality is off. Like it's a fucking square.
That's not only America. That's the world. That's a pretty big deal. Now I see Mike Pence in a vision. Here's what God said. Tell them he can be president if he wants. So, will you send these messages, to Mike Pence and to Donald Trump and just let them see what God has said? You know, it took me 7 years to have the baptism of the Holy Ghost, and I want to sing rock and roll. But, well, nobody's going to let me sing. But if you know somebody needs a rock singer, hey, I can do it.
You got that? If you need a rock singer, Bob's your boy. All right? It's simple as that, dude. Okay. So what I'm getting out of this, a minute into the fucking video, fuck you, Nexpo, Jesus Christ. What I'm getting out of this is I don't know if he's a Trump supporter, but clearly Jesus is, and he's getting Mike Pence in his dreams.
I'm an extreme dancer, a truck driver, a jogger. I work out on the machines. I've got a girlfriend. Yeah.
Mothers, lock up your sons.
Anyway, can't keep this video too long. I've been extreme dancing for about the last hour, and I worked out. I jogged right when I got up. You know, when I'm awake, I see visions nonstop. When I'm asleep, dreams. Oh boy. You know, do you think I'm crazy? It would probably be.
I don't think you're crazy, Bob. I think you're an eccentric person. You know what? I gotta give something over here. It doesn't seem like he's fucking hurting anybody. He's just... So basically what I'm getting out of this, Bob, is a truck driver. He's a hard-working man, dude. He gets up every early in the morning, works out, and all that kind of shit. He's got a girlfriend and everything. Life is going good for him. I think all this is just like a fucking vlog.
Don't you think? I'll go ahead and cap this video. Goodbye. Yeah, my name is Bob Hickman. I've got books online telling all kinds of things, end times, how I got the baptism of the Holy Ghost. Who knows? Maybe I'm the biblical Elijah, the very last servant of God.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. Very last servant of God, biblical Elijah. All right. So you got that? 2 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think this needs another replay, but Jesus Christ, man. You know what? This is definitely a stream topic for sure. I'm gonna stream. I know I don't stream too often because I'm a fucking idiot, but either today or tomorrow. Like today, as if I uploaded the video, hopefully, or tomorrow at the very least. We're gonna look into this rabbit hole. Jesus Christ, this is crazy. Now, being the fact this is over here, thankfully, unfortunately, when I come across these videos, I don't have too many fucking context going around with it. But thanks again to Nightmare Expo for providing me the history behind this. So we're gonna go look at it real quickly. I actually have it right up around over here. So give me a second. I'll open this guy's actual YouTube channel up, where this video actually does exist. So give me a second. So this is a guy's actual channel. God has entered my body as a body in my same size. So obviously, I think that's like the starting phrase of everything. Holy Ghost, enter, I don't know if that's your car, dude, but that's, that is something, man. That is something, let me tell you. But basically, the guy over here, he's not like unpopular or anything. He's got like 115K views on one of these videos, so you know, he's doing okay for himself. But what you got over here is like, when you come around over here, you've got the videos titled in Arabic, Hindi, and I believe that's Mandarin or Cantonese. I'm actually going to open the Hindi video and see if he speaks in like Hindi for a second. Yeah, it's like translated into, I don't know what Hindi language, it's not Hindi, but it's something else. Now, around over here, you've got you've got like this anime. What is this, man? Where am I, dude? You got them in like different languages, right? Like you've got it, you literally had all these like different things in different languages, and you go down over here, it's like one of those creepy fucking, what is it, like 3D avatar chatbot type things got down over here, like some iPhone stuff, and then you go back down to looking at Bob Hickman, right? Here's one where he's like shirtless and everything. God's servants and Bibles all ended up in jail. God entered my body as a body the same size. It's like a name of an actual book, it seems. And it kind of just goes on. Like, he's been doing this channel for 2 years, right? And, you know, the thing is when you go to home, right, one of the other channels he has is, oh, Nexpo's down there, by the way. You go to, like, Spirit Channel. And the thing with Spirit Channel over here is it's like him, I guess, I don't know who this is. This is like someone else. It's Bob again, but he looks slightly different over here. And it's just a trance type channel going around over here. And this one's got like 16,000 subscribers on it. So like, yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know what to say, man. It's fucking weird is what it is, dude. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's fucking weird. He considers himself to be like the last biblical Elijah or something of the sort. And look, maybe he could be, maybe he isn't. I don't know where to say on this. Okay, I don't want the comments below to turn into a fucking religious turf war, but you know, I honestly, at the end of the day, I think Bob is, I guess, an okay guy. Yeah, he's not really hurting anybody. I guess he considers him to be something that most people would berate him for. Me, I don't really give half a fuck. So. This is definitely something I want to look into, so it becomes a stream topic for sure coming up. So I'm going to Alt F4 out of Siege and look into this, you know, next fucking stream for sure. But for now, let's just go back to something normal. Christ, that was everywhere. I went on a fucking journey. So this is Psychonaut Wiki. No, not the game Psychonauts. That's a very good game, by the way. Psychonaut Wiki is a community-driven encyclopedia striving to formally document the field of psychonautics in a comprehensive, scientifically grounded manner. So I'm glad to see that there's a whole site dedicated to just talking about psychonautics. All right, simple as that, dude. It's a, you know, a lot of people will say the deep web is a place where I almost got fucking killed. Well, I learned about things. Now, what kind of things are we learning about? Well, if you look at the featured articles, you cover psychonautics, all right? And that can be lucid dreaming, tulpas, which we're definitely going to fucking check out, visual effects, cognitive effects, miscellaneous effects, responsible drug use. I opened a bad trip for this. Psychedelics, dissociatives, deliriums, cannabinoids, stimulants, depressants, nootropics, botany and mycology, pharmacology, neuroscience, tutorials. You know, if you were in this field, I'm glad you found a website that can help you. Becoming God. Yeah, okay. You know, let's open Becoming fucking God. That's going to be, I think I came reading that. So first thing we opened up is Tulpa. Now, if you remember the whole Tulpa thing, which is basically creating like a fucking secondary friend inside your head that you can, I guess, see around you, Tulpas are seemingly sentient, autonomous mental companions, subjectively experienced by the psychonaut as a separate being with their own agency, emotions, preferences, thoughts, and characters. So basically, like, if you ever played that game Manhunt 2, and you had, like, Leo show up, that's basically a fucking Tulpa, just like a mental character that appears, I guess. They can be likened to a separate mental consciousness existing alongside the psychonaut. Tulpas can be considered a type of autonomous entity distinguished by the persistence of continuity over time. This is opposed to hallucinogen-induced autonomous entities which only persist throughout the substance's duration of actions or dream characters. So the basic difference is, if I'm tripping on acid, they'll only be there for the duration of how long I took or how long the acid should last. Versus Tulpas, which will be there for like ever, I guess, right? So, alright. So, in recent years, a subculture has formed online involving the creation of an interaction with Tulpas. The general consensus among the online subcultures is that there is nothing supernatural about Tulpas, instead they are believed to be explainable by human psychology. Many websites have user-written instructions on how to create a Tulpa. Oh, I know. Oh, trust me, I know. Oh, here it is. Creating a Tulpa. So to create a Tulpa, due to the no method has been credited as a universally acceptable method to everyone creating a Tulpa, but several overarching trends are observed with existing creation guides. These guides inevitably incorporate techniques and theories specific to the individual creating them. The article attempts to identify the fundamental elements of the creation process which apply to any psychonaut trying to create a Tulpa. Alright. The creation of a Tulpa is initially indistinguishable from imagining and attempting to interact with them. Most psychonauts begin the process by designing their Tulpa. This includes envisioning their personality, appearance, and voice, and other defining characteristics. This can be done without thinking about their traits, drawing their appearance, writing about them, or any methods the psychonaut finds most effective. Okay, so basically it's the same thing we kind of read, and it goes on and on and on, right? And it's a pretty in-depth article. Now let's go to like lucid dreaming. Lucid dreaming is any dream which one is aware that they are dreaming. This is a well-established phenomenon and can occur during normal sleep. Various techniques can be learned to consistently induce lucid dreams at will. These techniques are utilized as a powerful method of consciousness exploration, making lucid dream an important field of psychonautics. Now, this is one of those things where I feel like it happened to me like a couple times too. Like, I've had several dreams where I feel like I can control stuff inside them, and I can walk around, right? I don't know if I ever had like a true lucid dream experience. I guess like dreaming's weird, man. Like, from what I can recall, it's just like I've had it so fast that I don't know. It lasts, like, for me, like a dream lasts maybe, if I had to put it into like real world time, like half an hour at most, 25 to 15 minutes. Like, it doesn't last long, dude. But yeah, okay, here we go. So right over here, reality checks, pushing one's thumb into the palm of their hand. All right, it will pass straight through the hand and come out through the other side if you do it in a dream. That's fucking weird. Double taking, rereading text and clocks. During a dream, if one reads text or checks the time on a clock, upon further examination, it will be shown to have either changed or be unreadable. Counting fingers. During a dream, if one is to look at their hands and attempt to count their fingers, they will quickly realize it's impossible. And then pinching one's nose and breathing. If one tightly pinches their nose shut and attempts to breathe, they will find they still can. Okay, when you're lucid dreaming, do those reality checks. If this is done 10 to 30 times a day, the habit will quickly pass on into one's dreaming life. So if you start doing this daily, like you start doing all these checks, you'll eventually start to do them in your dream, and that'll prolong the experience, I assume? Now, stabilization, once it's stabilized, the field of emotion during destabilization, it sounds like some Inception shit, dude. Activities. So, what are the activities and control techniques? The dreamer can now begin to practice taking control of their dreams and exploring their own mind. Through the power of expecting an action and task to work, anything is possible within the dreamscape and can allow for some truly incredible experiences. So you can enhance clarity and detail. Alright, this will allow you to, I guess, see the experience even clearer. Spawning objects, so just create shit, I guess, right? A jetpack is going to appear in front of me. Traveling to new locations. So going to new areas like childhood homes and all that stuff. I guess the thing is, yeah, okay. Flying. Shape-shifting into animals and creatures, willingly changing their body parts one by one. Okay. Having sex. Most people learn to lucid dream purely for the sex it offers. This can be difficult, as it's often very challenging to maintain lucidity during the act of dream sex, and the chosen partner may shift into an undesirable form partway through. Oh Oh my, indeed. Orgasms are found far more powerful than those in waking life. Okay. All right. You understand? Eating food. All right. You can eat food, taking drugs, and body swapping. Oh my. Ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so yeah, basically, you can do a lot with lucid dreaming. That's what I've learned. Now, if you go to like Bad Fucking Trip, a bad trip is a disturbing experience caused by the use of hallucinogenics. A bad trip can sometimes occur with other substances. They can manifest into a large feelings of anxiety, paranoia, all right, unrelieved terror. Okay, so anchors in the context of blah, 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 blah. Familiar and uplifting music. All right, anchors are often used to counteract this and maintains one constant of the current situation. So basically, anchors, I guess, can help you, bring you back before you fly away into an even worse trip. Extremely personal, ingrained image or object, continuous repetition of a meaningless word or motto as a mantra, writing on easily readable reminders on a large piece of paper and placing the close in one's visual field through the experience, aborting trips, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, basically this whole website is dedicated to really look at a lot of these things without any fucking bias, I gotta say. And I quite find this to be interesting. So maybe we'll go back to this website at another time, but if you're interested in learning about psychonautics, I mean, this website's where it's at, dude. It's pretty much what you need. But with that being said, we're gonna back out and go somewhere else. And ladies and gentlemen, that was another episode of Deep Web Browsing, Dank Web Browsing, Dark Web Browsing, the part of the week where we take a look at the danker side of the week. Now this week we've seen interesting stuff, life on Mars, maybe. John Titor's explanation, Titor's time machine, I guess. Jobs on the dank web that shouldn't be allowed. A guide never to follow if you're under the age of buying legal booze, or booze in general. Sorry. The video today screwed me up, okay? I gotta rewire myself. But hopefully if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Just like if you dislike it. This is me, Mudahar, and I hope you have an awesome fucking Sunday. I'm out.
You don't wait to use your furniture.
Oh, hey everyone, the furniture isn't hooked up.
That's absurd. But it's right here.
But it's not hooked up.
Why wait to use your internet? Get up and running on day one. Switch to Cox and get up to 1 gig speed.
Hello guys and gals, me Mudahar, and welcome to another episode of Deep Web Browsing, Dark Web Browsing, Dank Web Browsing, whatever you want to call it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is episode number 82 this fine week. I hope you've been enjoying the series so far. Once again, we return to the worlds of Freenet and Tor, and I think we're going to mix and match as much as we can this week, just to get a little bit of both worlds. Alongside that, I don't really know what the themes are, and of course it's not actually Sunday. I feel like I have to put that as a little disclaimer. This is actually the latest I've recorded a Deep Web video. It actually is Sunday. It's literally the night, like, I am recording. I'm going to be editing this in, like, an hour or two. But ladies and gentlemen, this is Deep Web Browsing, episode number 82. Of course, no common theme, but we get to sit back, relax, and see a part of the internet that's a little too dank for regular viewing. With that intro said, I think we'll go right into our very first website. So the first site we've actually found is apparently the Fly Plane, ladies and gentlemen. Now, of course, this is about building a model plane, but not just any old model plane. Also about taking flies, cryogenically freezing them, and then putting them onto said plane so that the plane will fly. Ladies and gentlemen, why am I not fucking surprised anymore? But here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the Fly Plane. Split a wooden matchstick. Take a wooden matchstick and slice a thin silver from one side. I don't even think if I had to make this a video, I can't, because it's like, isn't it fucking cruel? We'll get into it, hold on. Then cut the remaining sticks in two, lengthwise. Make sure you leave a little bit of the red tip intact for effect. Discard 1/2. So yeah, matchstick, very, very fucking small, of course. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have a matchstick. It's actually like a really nice, like, fucking illustration, by the way, too. I like that art style. God damn, you know? Now let's go into this. Make the aircraft by gluing the sliver of wood, the wing, across the remaining part of the matchstick, the fuselage. If you want, you can use little scraps to make a tail section, or you can make a biplane. You know, you can fucking go any way you want, dude. This is all up to you. Or you can use a couple of thin slices of balsa to make a huge wing, one that will carry maybe 20 engines, and wait until we get to the fucking engines too. Indulge your aeronautical whims. Think of lift, think of thrust, think of innovation without the benefits of an industrial policy. Can we just fucking let's not get political? Okay, let's go into it. I used to have a friend that really got political. She's not a friend anymore, but let's go. Catch some flies. Catch a bunch of flies. Put them in a jar, and put the jar in the freezer. In a few seconds, the flies will be chilled out completely. This is called cryogenics, and it has its drawbacks. For example, the flies will be dead flies if you freeze them too long. Dead flies are no good, so if you're a tinkerer, refrigerate your flies. It takes longer to make them comatose, but they have a higher recovery rate than the ones you leave in the freezer next to the burritos. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, we now know basic cryogenics when it comes to this kind of stuff. Now, it's almost the same principle as, like, if you're cooking lobster. Like, a lot of people, like, what they would use, what a lot of people do is, like, they put the lobster into, like boiling water and shit, right? And, like, they kill it that way, or they steam it or whatever the fuck, right? Some people, what they do is they, like, put a lobster into, like, the fridge, right? Or, like, the freezer section. So, like, if the lobster gets cold, right? It's almost like this principle in a way, too. It's not dead, but it slows down so much to the point where it doesn't really feel anything. So when you gotta, like, jab the knife into its head to, like, kill it, right? Because that's what, like, most people do to, like, butcher lobster. The lobster doesn't feel a fucking thing, because it's, like, it's so, like, slowed down to a point where, like, it won't fucking react to it at all. It's gone. And that's, like, what some people consider to be the most humane way to do it. And it's almost the same principle as this, too. So it's, like, I still don't know if it's humane or not, gluing flies to a fucking matchbook and just